Hello, beautiful patrons. Happy Sunday. As always, it is really wonderful to be with you. And once again, as always, thank you for your love and your support. Once again, I would like for today's message to be built around the theme that Bobby C. and I are working on for next Thursday night's podcast. If you're not aware of it, we have a podcast that airs live 7 Central every Thursday night. You can go to Spreaker.com, find Hope After Faith, and hopefully enjoy the show and find a little more hope after faith. The theme of next week's show is Addicted to Religion. Maybe you haven't seen it, but already on Facebook, I've posted a meme that I created entitled, "You Might As Well Face It, You're Addicted to Church." Over the word "you," I've written "Dear Believer." Seems as if several times throughout the years on Facebook, I've had somewhat meager success whenever I've done the Dear Believer memes. So if you're interested in sharing that one, I'll put it here as well, and hope that you like it and get an opportunity to spread it around. Dear Believer, you might as well face it. You're addicted to church. I'm excited about this particular message, this particular idea, because in so many ways it's beginning to really dig down, way down, where the rubber actually meets the road. It's a subject that is actually able to create some friction and generate some traction, enabling our thought process to finally roll forward, carrying us into an area of understanding about why religion, more particularly why the church service itself, is not only such a draw in the beginning for those of us that actually had a choice, but we will also begin to think about the reasons why we sometimes find ourselves longing, hungry, lonely, craving even at times what we oftentimes will minimize by calling it a sense of community, when it may really be something even more basic than that. Oftentimes when we are hungry for an experience, longing for an experience again, the images that the memories create in our minds as we think about ways in which we've encountered those experiences, oftentimes those images are somewhat convoluted, complicated, constructed in such a way that it can cause us to actually miss the true stimuli, the true stimulant that causes the feelings, the emotions that we're actually looking for. In the secular movement, we're quick to say people who long for church miss the church service, miss the church atmosphere, that what they're actually hungry for is community, a sense of community, a sense of belonging, a sense of fitting in, a sense of camaraderie, community, family, commonality. But I'm going to suggest that it's even a little deeper than that, less recognizable than that. That what we're really longing for is actually just feelings, emotional states. Feelings that, yes, sometimes that are generated from the people that are around us. Feeling as if we belong, feeling as if we have something in common with others does create certain feelings. And by feelings, I'm truly meaning feelings, emotional feelings. Feelings generated by thoughts that create sensations within our nervous systems. There's something very special about the combination of elements within a quote-unquote good service. Somewhere in the midst of the music, somewhere in the midst of the message, somewhere in the midst of the sense of mission, the music and the message and the mission all seem to mesh into a particular emotional state. And it creates a set of feelings that you normally do not sense in your day-to-day lives. Now, we can look around inside those memories. We can remember what it was like to go to church and be in church, and inside those memories, those three-dimensional memories of the experience, we see things and we see the people. And oftentimes we contribute what we're missing to the people that are missing. Now, I'm not going to go so far as to say that there's nothing to that. Obviously, the people are important. But the people, in combination with the pomp and circumstance, in combination with the power that is passing over the bully pulpit, the people, in combination with the power and the presence of the thought and the purpose of the mission, does most definitely work together to create feelings that are pleasant and in many cases positive and very much addictive. This would be the reason why, particularly in the Pentecostal world and the charismatic denominations, Wednesday's service must eclipse last Sunday's service. And that Sunday's service better have been bigger and better and more powerful and more moving, more emotionally driven, more emotionally satisfying than the Wednesday before that. It is an addiction. It is an experience of moving from one high to the next, never comfortable with the plateau, always hungry for another level of emotional ecstasy. There's a lot of tools in this toolbox, and we will use them, and we will explore them. and we will talk about them. But what's most important, dear patron, is that we understand that yes, we may have walked in very innocently into the world of religion, and it may have used those tools to produce those feelings and those physical emotions. But those feelings happened within us. They belong to us. They're our feelings. They are produced by our nervous system. We have control over these feelings. We have access to these emotions. We, dear patrons, we possess our own hope after faith. Thank you for your love and your support. Talk to you over in the extra message if you subscribe to the extra message. Talk to you Wednesday night if you subscribe to the Wednesday night messages. And then I hope that I talk to all of you Thursday night during the podcast on Spreaker.com. Love you all. Bye-bye.